观众朋友，大家好，欢迎来到本次的傲神金股小股票大收益，我是安长。本周又给大家找了一家纳斯达克公司，最近一直致力于在看一些纳斯达克的一些小盘股、微盘股，看看能不能挖到一些宝。那这家公司它的代码是 Gmgi， 然后是一家在线游戏解决方案。那它的在线游戏当然也包括了在线赌场运营商提供，所以我感觉这个话题还蛮 sexy 性感的。它的口号我觉得挺有意思 ，You can bet on us， 你可以压住我们啊，赌我们在身上。好，那在开始之前呢，我先说一个免责的声明。那这次我请到的是他们的 CEO Brian， 然后在这里面会有一些前瞻性的描述。那它既不是历史的，也不是对未来的一些保证啊，它就是一些前瞻性的一些描述，所以大家可以按照自己的理解去看一下。Okay. Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Yeah, we are good. Yeah, so thanks to attend our Zoom meeting, and I'm trying to introduce Gmgi to the audience. And I think we can start from the page 3. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, thank you for allowing me to talk about Golden Matrix, which is Gmgi. I'm going to talk to you about Gmgi and how successful they've been as an online gaming company. And this is an opportunity to make a solid investment and participate in this remarkable company that has shown amazing returns and continues to grow. Just going to tell you a little bit about the company. It has a market cap of somewhere around 130 million US dollars and is recently listed on NASDAQ. And best of all, it's had 15 straight quarters of profitability. So not only Ebitda, but also bottom line profits and positive cash. It's a highly scalable business. It's an online gaming company which has both technology that it sells in a B2B situation as well as a B2C market where it deals with clients directly. Its revenues are predicted this financial year to be somewhere around 40 million US dollars, and it should show a profit of somewhere around $3 or $4 million in bottom line profit. Last quarter, we had revenues of nearly $9 million, and which was up 158% on the previous quarter. And in Q1 of this fiscal year, we had a 355% growth on the same quarter as compared to the same quarter in the previous year. Our cash on hand is also, we have a very strong balance sheet. Our cash on hand is somewhere around between 13 and 15 million US dollars. And as I mentioned, it continues to generate positive cash. We have a proven management team with a lot of experience, have been successful in other online gaming operations, but the details of the team are shown in the slide, but I won't cover those. You can read it if you like. And the company's push now is to expand itself into other global markets. In its initial stages, it was focused on the Asia Pacific market, and right now it's pushing its product into Europe and other parts of Latin America, and will also be looking to expand into the US.
OK， 好，那我们来说一下这家公司，我非常感兴趣，是因为它的一个背景吸引了我。那首先我刚才有说到，它是一家在线的游戏解决方案。那它在做在线的这个游戏过程当中，它是涉及到赌场的运营许可这块的。那么先看一下，其实我看了它的历史，它是从OTC 由转板上来一家纳斯达克公司。那么它目前的市值应该是1.4亿美元左右，并且它连续15个季度不仅是盈利，而且是现金流是正的啊。那这个很重要。那从它的营业模式来说呢，不仅是 B2B， 还是一个 B2C。 它是高度可扩展的一个在线的一个应用模式。那么新的客户它是一个边际效应很低的成本就能吸纳，那通过现有的管道又能推送一些新的内容，固有的高利润啊、高现金啊和轻资产的一个模式。那它的历史包括 Ebitda 现在都能够看到正在很强劲的在加速。第一季度呢是大概900万美元这样子，比上一季度要增长158%。那财年第一个营收是同比增长355%。在截止到2022年1月31号手头的现金是1500万多一点的美元。那么整个团队也是很成熟啊，有50年的游戏各个行业的一些经验。目前是在美国，并且正在逐步扩展到像东南亚啊、像欧洲啊、拉丁美洲啊的全球市场。正在做的一些新的游戏内容是进入一些美国市场，因为他觉得美国是发展最快的游戏嘛，在新兴市场的谈判合作伙伴包括分销也正在逐步推进中。Okay. Next page.
So just to talk a bit about the business and its forms of revenue. It, as I mentioned, it has two parts to the business. One is a technology business, which actually supplies technology to online casino operators, and that's our traditional business. We also have recently acquired a B2C business, which runs raffles and in Europe, and this is also a very interesting business. But talking about the B2B business, what we do is we offer technology that allows land-based or bricks and mortar casino businesses or even junket operators to run online businesses, and we build them either a turnkey solution, so it's a fully operational casino so that they can run their businesses, and what we do is we charge them a royalty on what those casinos generate. So the interesting part is we don't actually charge them a fee to build a casino, but actually we build the casino, we provide the casino to these operators, and then we benefit from their operations in that we take a royalty, an ongoing royalty on their success. So as they grow, they generate more income to us, and that's how that particular business works. We have our own intellectual property, and we believe that in Asia we're a go-to product, so that most online operators would consider us when they wanted to go live or go online, and we have a large amount of land-based operators that are in process at the moment. We're integrating, and we have right now about over 500 unique casino products on our system. So we're running for over 500 of these casino operations, and in those we have over 7 million players on our system. So it's a sizable business, and it's growing all the time. In the B2C business, it's very interesting. We have a raffle ticket business whereby we put up high value items, motor vehicles, holiday apartments, technology items, and we sell tickets to a draw, and people buy these tickets, and they win prizes. I'll cover that a little later in the slides, but those are our traditional businesses, and as I mentioned before, the company has solid growth, and it's a proven model because we've been operating for years, and as I mentioned, 15 quarters of straight profit.
OK， 好，这家公司他说了两块，一个是 B2B 的业务，一块是 B2C 的业务，两块都有做。那么先说 B2B， 其实他们是为在线的赌场运营商去提供一些可配置、可扩展的一些游戏平台、游戏内容，然后实现他们的业务增长。那么他们是植入到一些像 赌场啊、体育博彩、真人荷官啊这些虚拟电子竞技里面，那么他们这些平台正在增长，那他们从当中能够获得更多的收益啊，就与他们一起共同共涨。那还说了，就是他之后会提到的B2C 的业务，他们其实是一直在做一些收购啊、扩张啊等等。那家其实是有做有奖竞猜方面的那个业务。那目前他们 casino 方面大概是500个不同的 casino 的产品。有700万的在线的玩家在他们的公司的平台上。那么过去的15个季度，它的整个收益都是正的是一家他感觉现在是蓬勃式的爆发的增长。
Okay, so I've covered some of the slide already, but the interesting part, I guess you'll see on the slide is that how we have these players that I mentioned, the casino operators, and the products that we offer. We offer traditional online casino products like slot games, table games. We even have live dealer games where we have dealers dealing live cards. We have sports betting, and we soon to be launching esports. And we carry some of the largest and most popular gaming content, as in game providers. You'll see the list below. And pretty much that's, as I mentioned, we benefit in that we take a percentage of all of these casinos that are on our system. We take a percentage of whatever these games generate, and that's a very scalable model. And whether we have, like I say, 7 million players online, or we have 15 or 20 million players online, the costs are very similar, and therefore it's a very scalable business. And as we grow, our revenues increase, our profits increase, but our expenses don't increase that much because of it being such a scalable business. I guess we'll move on to the next slides, but as I mentioned, the following 2 slides are about the management team, and you guys are welcome to read about us. And if you have any questions, I'm sure you'll ask Angel, but all of the people involved have very successful careers and have been running successful businesses.
Got it. 我们还是说到它的盈利模式一家公司最重要就是盈利模式能不能很快速发展吧，对吧？那么它的博彩收入是可持续的特许经营在此基础上产生的。那么它的运营商就会向我们 Gmgi 这家公司去支付它的系统费用然后这个费用又是基于 GMX 这个系统的使用或者是下注这些特许权的一些使用费，那也就是说第三方游戏产生的一些博彩收入来去抽成嘛，对吧？那么 Gmgi 这家 B2B 企业这块其实是受到我们监管的是有营运许可证的提供这块服务。那大家可以看一下它的流程比如说它玩家，他前面谈到大概是有700万的我上面写的是600万，然后他们付款到这些赌场目前它运营商设计的是580家，然后这些有很多像赌场、真人荷官、体育、博彩电子竞技，然后他们去为它买内容买技术等等，然后聚合这些内容，就是能够产生这个平台。后面2页呢是他们的管理层，那管理层这块都是经验非常丰富，都是和游戏或者是博彩或者等等相关方面的技术人员或者是CFO 包括他自己本人 CEO 的背景，大家都可以了解一下。有问题的话，我们都可以在视频下方留言。OK。
Okay, so just wanted to talk about a bit about our vision, our predictions as to what we'll be doing with the business. And as I mentioned, the core business has very good growth, very good profitability. But what we're going to do is also scale the business quite heavily. We're looking to acquire profitable other gaming businesses that are accretive to what we do, and our mandate is to only buy companies that are profitable and cash positive, and that would we could buy at a low multiple. And obviously once we bring it into a NASDAQ situation, those multiples would be much higher. So if we were to buy something, that was around, call it 8 or 9%, 9 times multiple, we would expect to get about a 20 or 30 times multiple once it's in the NASDAQ company, and therefore we would grow our market cap quite considerably. We are increasing our user base, as I mentioned. We also diversifying our products. We have this new B2C product, and as I also mentioned, we now have a license in Mexico, which we'll launch an online casino into Mexico, and also we will launch our raffle ticket business in Mexico, and we have an application for a license in the US underway, and this pretty much completes our vision and our strategy going forward.
OK， 说一下我们 Gmgi 的愿景增长战略。那么他们希望自己成为领先的在线游戏解决方案的提供商和游戏的运营商。目前他们的 license 是在墨西哥的，那他们正在向美国申请博彩的一些相关的证件。那么公司目前专注就是它的核心业务，因为它增长非常的快啊，它已经覆盖了600万的玩家，580家游戏的运营商。那通过增加一些新的运营商啊，额外的游戏内容，继续来扩大它的规模，然后利用目前的势头啊，公司就会为更多的在线提供一些首选的平台。那多元化的产品也是主要正在努力的这块方向。游戏工作室也会增加更多的内容，给大家带来更多的不同的游戏内容体验那也会把更多的游戏内容吸引到现有的一些管道，增加收入利润。那么新市场这块目前专注是美国、加拿大、拉丁美洲这些新市场，那么也尝试和世界上最大的游戏内容的供应商去做一些合作，多个司法管制区域建立一些合作伙伴这样子。正在做的事情就是收购业务，因为作为一家纳斯达克上市公司，比如说他收了一家公司，肯定是正现金流比如说4倍5倍，那收进来之后，他们1+1大于2的一个协同效应，收购带来的会有更多的游戏内容更多的分发渠道，也会有更多的产品和市场。OK， next slide.
Okay, so just moving on then, as I mentioned, our acquisition strategy is very important because that's the power of having a NASDAQ listed company. As I mentioned, we'll look to buy some private profitable gaming companies, and our previous acquisition we acquired at probably a half times revenues and about 4 times Ebitda. So once we've acquired such a business, putting it in a NASDAQ company, we expect to get 20 times. So really what we've done is we've taken a company that we valued and acquired at somewhere around 4 times, and when we put it into the NASDAQ company, we get 5 times that value. So our mandate is to only buy profitable, successful gaming businesses and to put them obviously into the NASDAQ company and to generate value for the shareholders. And the next slides will show the success of the company in I guess in visual form, which is very important. The graphs, as you can see, down the left-hand side, as I mentioned, we now have surpassed those numbers, but over 580 gaming, unique gaming products that we have on our system already, operations, and as also we have over 7 million players now that are on our system. You can just see, I won't go through month by month, but you can pretty much see the success of the company, and it's growing at a rapid rate. And as I mentioned, we have a very solid balance sheet, and we've been profitable for a long time now, and we continue to be profitable. We'll move on to the next slide. The revenues, as you can see, are quite dramatic. There was 1 month, as you can see there, that we took a little bit of a dip, but that was early on in the COVID times, and it wasn't so much about about the fact that gaming went down. It was that some of our resources, we couldn't access some of our resources, but all in all, the company has solid growth, and as I mentioned, we're on target to probably do about $40 million this year, probably around we would predict a profit of somewhere around $3.5 or $4 million. And so moving on to the next slide, you can see our quarterly Ebitda and cash on hand. The cash on hand alters slightly because we acquired a company recently, as I mentioned, and we'll show it to you in a few slides time. But this B2C company that we acquired was a really good acquisition for us. In actual fact, in terms of revenue, it's pretty much the same as our existing company before we bought it, and in terms of profits, it was probably a little bit larger than us. And as I mentioned, we only paid 0.5 times revenues and 4 times EBITDA.
Okay. Let me translate to the previous slides first. OK， 我们先说一下它的收购战略，因为他刚才有提到，他一下子说了很多页，我一个个来说。它的收购战略，他已经发现很多的收购标的，因为作为一家纳斯达克的公司，它收购一些私营的企业，比如说它用0.5倍的 revenue。4倍的 Ebitda 去收，那放到我们的纳斯达克里面，它就可以产生20倍的这样一个效益。现在它收购都是潜在的是游戏业务，然后都是现金流各方面都很收入可观，现金流正有利可图。那这对他们的核心业务，包括他们现有的一些关系的拓展啊，大型分销渠道是非常有帮助的。所以它主要看的会是 Ebitda 的倍数啊，股票现金的一些组合赢取的一些。那么我们看一下它的收购的一些历史吧，包括它现在的一些情况。刚才有说啊，他们已经是其实在这里是大于580个游戏的运营商代理商。那过去12个月的它的增长是135%啊，大概是有700万的在线玩家。过去12个月在线玩家的增长率是154%。那么在收入方面也是很有亮点可以看，即使在疫情下面，其实并没有太大的一个影响。季度收入大概是880万，近900万美元的收入，比上一季度增加了158%，上一财年同期增长35%。那它的季度收入大家可以看一下，22年的1月和2021年10月和2021年的1月，大家可以去比较一下。接下来看一下的是他们目前的手头的现金啊，它会有一些下来，是因为它收购了一些公司。那么主要的亮点就是连续14个季度的一个盈利啊，截止到目前手上钱还是非常可观的。OK，
Okay. So back to, I guess, our strategy, which is really important. Like I say, the company is not looking to raise any money right now because it's profitable and it generates positive cash. So its strategy is to enhance its products, and so we always looking to integrate and to offer up new gaming products, and we continuously do that. We're also developing our own product line, so we have our own gaming content. We have what's called fish games, which are very popular in Asia, and we also have a peer-to-peer product that we'll soon be launching in the US. In our platform services, we continually building systems to support our operators. We believe that our promotional and marketing systems are way better than any other competitive product out there, and obviously that's demonstrated by the amount of operators that we have coming to us and continually being supported by us. And just lastly, the product that we recently acquired, which is called R-Kings, the raffle ticket product that auctions motor vehicles. We're rolling that out into other markets. As I mentioned, we're moving into Mexico now. We've just been granted a Mexican gaming license, and the slide says we'll launch on the 1st of August and should be approved, but our actual license has been approved. So that takes care of that slide.
Okay, so let me translate this slide first. 我们来谈一下多样化的产品供应。它在目前增强内容库方面做了很多的合作，那么与很多领先的工作室去做一个合作。因为在游戏电竞方面，其实你是一个人自己去做是埋头苦干型，用杠杆的方法会更好，所以他跟很多的工作室合作，然后也会去并购很多的公司。目前这家Gmgi 这家公司它是不需要融资，因为它手上现金流各方面包括盈利都很足，所以这也是我看中它，感觉可能现在这个点位是比较好介绍给观众朋友们的原因。目前他也在开发自己的一些产品线 Play to P 啊，然后很多的包括乐透的产品都有做，那也会去拓展一些 iGaming 的一些平台的服务，通过人工智能的营销啊、忠诚度这些。那么在全球也推出了一个 Arking B2C 的这个业务，这也是他刚才提到的，想进入一些更多的全球化的新兴的市场。在墨西哥方面会获得批准，大概发布日期是8月1号。
So just a little bit more about Arkings, the raffle ticket business, as I mentioned, it seems quite unique to people, but it's a very, very profitable and very rapidly growing business because it has a particular market where we generate traffic players through social media. Right now, this product is, as I mentioned, it has really good revenues. It's got estimated revenues of $29 million US dollars, with an annual net income of more than 2.4 million for the fiscal year ended 2021, and it has followers of over 467,000 social media followers, and it's a really solid business. We've awarded prizes already in this business of over $54 million, and it's a really strong business that allows us to expand it into other markets. Right now, it's only running in the United Kingdom and Ireland, but we will be expanding it into other markets very soon.
我们来介绍一下 Arking， 因为它是个 B2C 这一块的业务，它其实是Golden Matrix 我们的 Gmgi 它是收了这家英国的 Arking 这家公司80%的控股权。那么 Arking 本身是爱尔兰、英国领先的一个独立的在线竞赛公司，然后又完善了一些B2C 熟练的一些锦标赛的运营。那它的这个业务亮点呢，在2021年的10月31号的财年中，我们可以看到它的收入是超过2900万美元，然后年收入超过是240万美元。那么年的净收入是超过240万美元的。在所有的社交平台的粉丝也有超过46万7千人，那每月的活跃的数是超过2万5千。那么他们在2020、2021颁发的奖金就超过5400万然后奖金里面大家可以看有很多什么物业什么汽车各种都有这个是基于他们之前 B2B 一个新的业务 B2C 也是他们这次未来会做更多的一些并购，会看重类似这样的优势的公司，把它并进来，并到自己的纳斯达克的里面。Okay, so I think appendix we don't need to talk about, right?
So again, I just want to finish off by saying that, as I mentioned initially when we started, that I think it's a really good investment opportunity. The company is highly profitable. We've always delivered on our promises. Whatever we set out to do, we've delivered. And when the business started, the gaming business, the share price was somewhere around 4 cents. Right now, it's 100 times that value, and we expect that we're going to continue to grow shareholder value and increase the value of this business. And as I mentioned, a great investment opportunity.
Okay. 那么最后总结，他想说，我们 Gmgi 当时是一家4分钱的公司啊，那到今天我看了一下，今天是4块9毛4啊，这当中是100倍的这么一个增长。那这家公司本身它的业务线很有意思，并且目前也在迅速火速的增长当中。我看中它是因为它没有做太多的推广，其实，然后它的股价也不那么高，交易量各方面，其实我觉得，如果现在应该是个好的时机吧，这个大家观众朋友自己去了解看一下。那今天我给大家带来的一家 IR 的公司纳斯达克上市 Gmgi 是做一个在线游戏解决方案，也是为在线赌场运营商去做解决方案的这么一家公司。Okay, so thank you so much. That's for today's roadshow. And if you have any questions, come on, give your comment on the YouTube, and I will schedule another interview with Brian. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you, Angel. Bye.
Bye.